you can understand well. Okay, as usual, let us listen now. Carefully try to listen. Carefully try to listen. Right. As we know already, come on, my dear students, quickly. So 9:10 sharp, the class will start. If you join after the class started, you will get a lot of tensions and then doubts, varieties of problems will come. So that's why beginning you need to join. Float is one of the treated as fundamental data type. Fundamental data type. Fundamental data type. Float is one of the predefined class and treated as fundamental data type. Right. Excellent. Now, what is the purpose of it? What is the purpose of it? The purpose of, I'm writing, the purpose of, always, I used to tell the purpose. That is called real-time implementation. Purpose is nothing but where we use in real time. That is the meaning of it. Anything we discuss in the class, which we are saying straightforward in the real time, how to use it. In the real time, how to use it, we are going to say. The purpose of float data type. The purpose of float data type is that to store floating point values. Floating point values. Also, some people can call it as what? Real constant values, which is nothing but numbers with the decimal places. Numbers with what? Decimal places. This is the meaning of it. Numbers with the decimal places. The purpose of floated data type is that to store floating point values or real constant values, that is numbers with the decimal places. What are the examples, sir? What are the numeric examples? If I take it as an example here, 23.45, 56.99, 0.99, 0.99, like that. We can take it a lot of values like this. 1.5 or whatever it is. Like that. Now, like that. Yes, negative values. Anything is possible. Not a problem. 24.56 and then minus 4.5 and then minus 0.9, etc. like this, 0.8, etc. These are all called what? Floating point values. Real constant values. Suppose I want to calculate 22 by 7, for example. 22 by 7. You'll be getting as what? 3.14, like that. Here 3 is called integer part and 14 is called real part, decimal part. Integer part plus a decimal part. In 23.45, 23 is called integer data and 45 is called floating point data. 23 is called what? 23 is called integer data and 45.45 is called what? Floating point data, decimal data. Again, 23 is integer part and 45 is called decimal part. In 23.45, 23 is called integer part and 0.45. 0.45 is called decimal part. Okay, right. Keep it aside. Now try to catch me quickly. Now, next, I'll go for certain example. Fine. Go to the Python environment. Under that Python 3.10. Look at this. I'm going to take this. Now here A is equal to 23.45 print of A comma type of A. 23.45 is of type what? Float. What is the float? Float is called a class. What is this A? Is called an object. Of which type? Float class type. Is called a float class type. A is equal to 0.99. Print of A, I'm getting 0.99 float. Some A is equal to 22 by 7. Print of A, it is called 3.141, etc. A big number is coming, which is of what type? Float type. Percentage of your marks. You like that if you want to calculate. We can go on like taking like this. See, my dear students, coming to this example section, I'm going to give you. Here I'm going to write it. Say, here, I'm going to say 23 is done like this. So here, type of A, done. And 0.99, it is done like this. Fine. And this value is going to be taken like this. Right? Navya Pavani. Take care, ma. My voice is so clear. Dear students, is my voice is so clear? Is my voice is clear? Please confirm it once, my dear students. Yes, ma'am, please. If anybody's voice is not clear, you please take care. Re-log in again. That is my advice. Re-log in again. Okay? Yeah. Coming to the next point. This is called a basic part of it. Easy. Nothing is difficult. Okay. One more point I would like to say. As far as the floating point values is concerned, you will get scientific notation. Have you heard about the scientific notation, my dear students, in your career of education? Have you heard about the scientific notation? No? Okay. Only few people are saying that, sir, we heard about it. Only few people. No problem. Look at my dear students. I'm saying that scientific notation. There are floating point values. Floating point values can be expressed by using scientific notation. What is the scientific notation here? I say mantissa. Listen, mantissa. No need to have previous knowledge. I'm saying listen. Mantissa. E. Exponent. I'm writing here. Exponent. This is called one more way of writing the floating point value. How can we calculate? This is a scientific, like example I will write it. For an example, I'm writing. What is an example here? I'm writing 4. E and 2 I'm writing. For example, small example I'm writing. 4E2 I'm writing. Or I'm writing 4 or something like a 3 point or something like a 10. I'll write a 10. E minus 2 I'm writing. So 10E minus 2. Like that you can take 3.4 E and then say something like 5. Or if you take something like 3.445 E minus 4, like this I can write it. These are all called scientific notation. So when scientific notation is coming, because it may come in the MCQs also. MCQs point of view, this will come. How to convert to normal float value? Normal float value is equal to, now I'm going to write it something like this. What is it? 4 into, that is nothing but normal floating point value. If you want to convert it, you have to write it mantissa into, I need to write it 10 to the power of, 10 to the power of, 10 to the power of, what I'm saying, 10 to the power of, I'm saying that, to the power of exponent, I'm going to say, 10 to the power of exponent, I'm going to say. Normal float value is equal to, this one I'm talking about, 4 into 10 to the power of, that E stands for E series. Because if you don't have the knowledge, not necessary to worry about it, you take like this. Which is equal to, this calculation very, very easily, 4 into 100.0, which is going to be given as 400.0. 400.0 will be taken because the floating point value. Floating point value definitely will contain some type of 0. Definitely you go for this area you take it. What is that? How do you write it? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 10 to the power of minus 2. 10 to the power of minus 2. I'm writing here. Minus 2. Which is nothing but what? 10 into, I'm writing here, 10 into 1 by 10 into 1. 1 by 10 square. 1 by 10 square. That is nothing but 10 into 1 by 10 square. I can write it. That is called 100. That is already, I can write it directly, but everybody should understand. That's why 10 square, which is nothing but, I can write it here, 10 by 100. 10 by 100. I'm going to say 100. I'm writing 100. So I'm writing 100 here, my dear students, which is going to be called as 0.1. Which is called 0.1. Because these are the very, very important things. Like that, you can take it 3.4 into, what is it? 10 to the power of 5. 10 to the power of 5. Right? Whatever it is, 10 to the power of 5. This is called which notations? Scientific notations we can call. Now I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. I'm going to give you float data type. Float data type can also represent what? Scientific notation. Because in the data science level, you will come across in the scientific notation format. So such a scientific notation format can be easily represented by using float. So I'm writing here, mantissa E exponent. Okay, and it can be converted into, I can write it. It can be converted into normal floating point value as mantissa into, I will write it as next line, mantissa into 2 to the power of, I can write 10 to the power of what? Exponent. Some of the people are writing like this because I don't want to tell that. They will write like this. What they're writing, mantissa into, they will write like this because as a complete data science programmer, I'm telling to you, they're writing something like this operator, like this they're writing. Actually, this is a very blunder. This is called a bitwise XOR operator. This is completely different from other programming. Don't write like this, right? You need to write convert into like this. Let us go to the programmatic representation. For the programmatic representation, please look at. And my dear students, I'm requesting to all my students, please don't join late to my class. It is my humble request to everybody, join before 9:10. If you join late, you cannot understand. This is my humble request to all my students. Please understand, join on time. Okay, I will start the meeting at 9 o'clock. I will wait up to 9:10 so that if you join, you can understand me very perfectly. That is my advice for all my students. A is equal to, see my dear students. So I'm writing first example as we discussed here. So something like what? 4E2, you take it as 4E2. So 4E2, I'm writing. See that happily, that will be done. Type of A. See that it is going to be 400 point. A is equal to 10E2, right? Print of A, it is called 1000 point. I will write 10E minus 2. I got it. Print that value is called 0.1. Okay, like anything, 3.4, E and 5. I say print of this A, getting like this. Now A is equal to, sometimes I'm writing 0.00002, I'm writing 0.0002, I'm writing. Such a big number, you are wasting your time of writing like this. You can count after the dot, how many are there? You are writing in a fractional format. Exponent will come in a negative format. Print that A value, my dear students, see that what is coming. 2E49 is coming. Output, you see, it is a shortcut. The advantage of scientific notation is, it saves the memory space. Rather than writing such a big number, I can represent in a smaller number like this. Such a smaller number like this. Fine. Coming to the point of it. All of you should follow my explanation. Okay. Fine. So if you go in your own direction, I'm not going to run behind of the wrong things. Okay. All of you should follow what I'm explaining here. If you go in a wrong sense, I'm not going to continue that. Please take care of that. I'm not going to comment on that area. If something is going to be out of this description, I will go on my explanation. You please follow that carefully. You will understand very perfectly. Okay, right. So somebody is using this. Some X is equal to like this. They are using it. See what they are using it. Nagar also. See what I said and what they are using. 63E/788. That's what going out of coverage area. So please take care. I told you, I explained this. Mantissa E exponent. Mantissa into 10 to the power of exponent. I just mentioned it. So please take care and try to understand. So that is not a valid thing. This is called a completely blunder. So it is an invalid thing. So let us try to learn subject so perfectly, not like our other kind of academic level. Okay, this is my advice. Okay, wrong things I'm not going to address, and even I don't comment on it. This is only one simple indication for you. Right, take care of that. So E, scientific notation advantage is it saves the memory space. Such a bigger number, instead of displaying a smaller number, I will go for it. A smaller number, I want to go for it. See, such a bigger number I represented. Such a bigger number I represented. See that, such a bigger number I represented. Such a small number Python environment is mentioning. Such a small number Python environment is mentioning. So great. Now I'm writing the advantage of scientific notation. Scientific notation. The advantage of scientific notation is that it saves the memory space. It saves the memory space rather than writing a biggest 0.00000, etc. Like this. If I want to go for it, it saves the memory space. Right. Then this is comes under what? This is comes under what, you know? Which type of data type? Which type of data type? Floating point data type. Moreover, students, floating point data type never supports other number systems. Look at all of you. One more point I'm going to address here. A is equal to 0B1010, because these are all the repeatedly asking FAQs. Dot 0B1010. 0B1010 dot 0B1010. 0B1010 dot 0B1010. 0B1010 0B1010. Is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Actually, everybody will think that it is called a 10. It is called a 10. Dot 10 they will think. But such a type of floating point data type never supports. So here you see it never supports. Invalid decimal literals. B is equal to 0O 12 dot 0O to 34. Never supports. Invalid. C is equal to 0x dot 0x f. It is called invalid. That is, our floating point values never supports to write it. I'm writing this point here. I'm writing this some gap of line. I would like to write this. It never supports. It is going to be an error because in FAQs of it, this is a very, very important. That's why I would like to address everything. Because as I told you that every question is from my notes. I have to cover everything in the class so that you are the excellent student in this area of programming. So let us take this as like this. So I'm saying this conclusion, say that, here I'm going to say. So coming to that, I said already, int data type supports all types of number systems. Float data type never supports any such type of number system. See, dot, left side binary, right side binary, left side octal, right side octal, this one. Even combination also not possible. You see, here I'm writing 0O123. It is invalid. It is not possible. Fine. Coming to the point back, I would like to write it here. What is it I'm writing? The float data type, I'm writing here, the float data type never supports, never stores what? Number systems data. Never stores number systems data. Fine. So coming to the point of it, float data type never stores the number systems data directly. It won't store it. Right. Coming back to this point, so integer part, Mantis I exponent, and the number systems related information also I gave you. This is related to which data type? This is float data type. Did you understand, students, related to float data type? Very good. Because this Mantissa exponent format is coming into the data science. Very, very important. Artificial intelligence you will come across. Very good. Now I'm going for one more data type. So easy to understand these data types now. So let us start with another data type today. For the next data type, bool data type I'm going to discuss. Because int data type is a little bigger one, and other data types you can understand more easily in my class. Let us start with bool data type in the class. Let us start. What is this bool data type is? As usual, it's very generally I'm taking float is one of the predefined class and treated as a fundamental data type. Even now, I would like to say this statement. What is it now? Bool is one of the predefined class. Bool is one of the predefined class and treated as a fundamental data type. Bool is one of the predefined class and treated as a fundamental data type. And what are the values for bool data type? I'm writing the purpose of why we use bool data type. What is the real-time implementation of bool data type? The purpose of bool data type is that to store what? True and false values. True and what? False values. Some people will call it as logical values. We can call which values they are called? Logical values. My dear students, please be careful. What questions will come in written test and MCQs I will give you very perfectly. The purpose of bool data type is that to store true and false values. True and false values are called what? Logical values we can call. Perfect. So let us go to that and check it out. See now, A is equal to true. See, capital T, you need to write it, capital T. By mistake, if you write a small t like this, it will be treated. Right side one is treated as a variable name. Any variable name you take in Python, definitely that variable must contain a value. Suppose I'm writing here x. What is x? Name error. Name x is not defined. Suppose I'm writing true. You see true I'm writing. It is an error. Name error. True is not defined. Did you mean true? It is a capital T. It is asking libraries containing this value. It is not understandable. It is treated as a variable name. Every variable name in Python must contain the value. That's why start with, if I say true like that, if I say true like this, you'll get error. You will get error. See that name true is not defined. Did you mean true? Yes. Now I'm going to say A is equal to, I'm writing true. A is equal to true. I'm writing TRUE. True I'm writing. Now you see print. Print of what? A comma type of A. See that true is having what is a type? Bool. So true is the value of bool data type and A is an object of bool type. B is equal to false, capital F. See, my dear students, capital F. I'm writing here B, comma, type of B, type of B. See that false, which is called what? Bool. And keep in mind that in Python, true, T capital, false, F capital. In Java, you will use true and false, capital small t and then small f in Java. Of course, Java is not necessary at this project, and in Python, capital T, and in Python, capital F, we need to use it. You need to use it. So you must be careful enough. If I use a small tree, if a small 2, if you say, sir, I did not get means what? You must be carefully read our notes. Yes, my dear students. Let me bring it, and it is so easy to understand, and I would like to ask you some questions in the class. I'm going to say, this is called a true. Only two values I can store it, true and false. Yes, my dear students. Okay. Now I'm going to say, internally, I'm going to say one internal point. It's very important. Internally, the value of true is considered as, is taken as what? 1. Is it taken 0 na? Ramkumar, Seema, true. True means what? On state. On is nothing but 1. And false is taken as, false is taken as what? 0. False is taken as 0. Very good. Now, sir, let us show some example on this true and false, sir. 1 and 0, sir. Please show some example. And these are the FAQs you will come across. Let us see, take students, all of you. A is equal to true, my dear student, and B is equal to false. I am taking. Yes. Now I'm saying taking. What is this now? Come on to the point. Print off. Now I'm writing true plus a true. Yes. Can anybody say the answer now? True plus a true. Answer, please. Option A is called a 2. Option B is called a true. True and true is a true. Option C is called a false. Option C is called error. Option D is called syntax error. Come on, I must know the answer. Come on, everybody. Try to say everybody the answer here. So I'm not getting the answer responses. Maybe when I wrote it. Yes, answer please. Okay. So mixed answers are coming. So just now I told you. So, okay, right. Now come on to the point. Internally, value of true is taken as 1. 1 plus 1 is called 2 is the correct answer. Generally, some of the people will say 2 and 2 is called 2. They will think this is called another one, wrong answer. Some people will think that Boolean values cannot be added. That is called, they will feel that syntax error, also wrong. Something I gave you, something like, something like false I said. Why false? They will feel Boolean values cannot be added. It is the wrong answer. You will get that like that. These are all called wrong answers. The answer is called what? 2. It's a very, very important question in interview point of view. Answer is 2. Yes, my dear student. Next question is what? True into true. Answer, please. True into true. Answer, please. Quickly. 4. 4. Answer is 4. Oh, my dear students. So dangerous answer. 1 into 1, my dear students. So somebody saying 4 is an answer. What I have to say? See, 1 into 1 is called 1. And they are thinking that, Seema, if you go wrong, I feel very much sad for it. Yeah. Next, coming to the point of it. Next, I'm writing here. True plus false, I'm saying. True plus false. What is the answer, please? True plus false. Beautiful. 1. Single answer should come from my class. Okay. Now I'm writing true into false. True into false. Answer, please. Answer, please. True into false. Very good. 0. Now I'm writing true plus a false. True plus a false. True plus a false into false. True plus false into false. True plus false into false. Answer, please. You're also giving wrong answer. Okay. 0, 1. You are somebody saying 0, somebody giving 1. Somebody saying 0, somebody saying 1. How it is? Stop. All of you stop. So plus is there, star is there. Who will perform first? Star will be given first preference. Budma's rule is there. Budma's rule is there. Multiplication first, my dear student. This is a very frequently asked question. 0 into 0 is called 0 plus 1. Answer is called what? 1. What you are doing? True plus false you are doing 1. Into 0 you are doing. Into 0 you are saying 0. That's why mixed answer is coming. So this rule you must remember. Childhood days formula. See that how easily supposed to understand. See, my dear student. Careful, ma. Careful. Why you are saying so quickly? So now I'm asking a question. Last and final. I'm saying 2 into true plus false. 2 into true plus false. Answer, please. Answer. Very good. Good. Now you are getting the answer. Very good. Very nice. You are getting the answer. Nice. Did you understand this? Did you understand, ma? Okay. Now I'm asking one question. See, my dear students. See, I'm asking one question. True plus 0b 1111. I'm saying 0b 0b 1111. I'm asking. What is the answer? Very who is that? Syntax error. Think about, ma. Please think about it. 0b is what? 15. That is called 15. 15. This is called adding with what? True. It is an integer data. That is called like this. It is called 16. Answer is 16. This is the value 0b. I'm saying. So without reading the notes, you cannot come up. That is damn sure. That is a damn sure. Be careful. You can write it like that. Now I'm writing 0xf. 0xf. I'm writing 0xf. I'm writing same. True is 1 and 0xf means 15. See the answer now, 16. This is a way how you can take care of this. I hope you are following me, what I'm trying to tell you. My dear students, are you okay with this explanation? Are you understanding what I'm talking, my dear students? Fine. Right. Are you getting confidence in this programming day by day? My dear students? Yes. Fine, students. Good. Keep it up. So this is called which data type? Bool data type. This is called a bool data type. So internally true is considered as what? 1. And false is considered as what? 0. False is considered as a 0. Perfect. Ultimately, we understand the operations on these Boolean values also we can do. This is called Boolean data, right? Fine, ma. Prasad is asking this question. I try to answer this question because if you need to follow me carefully. Sir, 0 into FO, 0 into Prasad, do you feel that it is a into symbol or X symbol? I hope you are expecting multiplication symbol. Am I correct, Prasad? Do you think that is it a X or star? X, that X is a star, you are expecting. No, I'm not asking the symbol ma star, hexadecimal you are asking. Prasad, not star, okay. So 0, okay, not star you are expecting. What is this? That time, is it 0, na? Prasad, is it 0? He is expecting 0, X, F. What is the answer is coming? It is called 15. It is called 15. How it is 0? How it is 0? I already told you that. A is equal to 0x, F, print of A, print of that A, print of that A. See that? It is 15. How it is 0? Small case also no problem, guys. If somebody else is saying small case. My dear student, please understand, it is not a small case or upper case, that is not a problem. These are all the reasons you must read my notes thoroughly. Because if I go on addressing this type of things, I may not complete the Python even after 1 year also. So please take care. You need to read my notes. Please take care. Right. Fine. Coming to the next is called what? I will go to complex data type now. Complex data type I'm going to introduce. It's also very, very important. Let us go to the complex numbers. Complex numbers, I'm going to use it. My dear students, look at this. I'm going to say complex data type we are going to discuss. So as usual, we used to say this is called a bool data type. Let me save this bool data type also in our fundamental data types. Bool data type also I will take care. It is done. Now I'm coming to the complex. As usual, same sentence, I can write it. Bool data type is one of the predefined class. Like complex is also one of the predefined class. Complex is also one of the predefined class. Complex is one of the predefined class. Treated as a fundamental data type. What is the use of that? Now I want to say. My dear students, one of the simple area where we have already used in our school level mathematics. Dear students, to learn this data science and artificial intelligence as on today, as a part of it, machine learning, deep learning, and a lot of other components. Simple. To become a data scientist, you need to know algorithms of artificial intelligence, data science algorithms, machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms you need to know. These 4 areas will make you as a data scientist. To write the 4 areas in the programming, Python is one and only one language in the real time now. In the next 30 years, there is no alternative for the Python. That is a damn sure. Okay, fine. Let us take our quadratic equation. Have you heard about quadratic equations in our childhood days? Yes. My dear student, consider one small quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right? So, those who don't have the Google Classroom Drive, my dear students, I told already many times in the class, please contact admins. Then only you can get the Google Classroom Drive. I cannot share the Google Classroom Drive from my site. Administrators will upload you the Google Classroom Drive by checking your payment details. Please contact administrators. They will ask you some details to upload. Then only you can get it. Okay? Right. Please, Mangesh, please take care. Contact the administrators. Whoever is having Google Classroom link is not there. Contact the administrators. They will give you the link of that. You can come to that. You can join in the class. Okay? Thank you. Okay. We want to calculate. See, students, calculate roots of quadratic equation, QE quadratic equation. I'm not writing complete QE. What is the formula for it? What is the formula I'm using? Very, very simple. I am using minus b, plus or minus. There is a plus or minus. There is a plus or minus. Square root of. I'm saying that. Square root of. Okay. Square root of b square minus 4ac. Dear student, just for a minute you listen, because in every moment of it, I want to tell you the purpose of it. B square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac. I just want to give you the clarity on b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac. I'm just trying to say 4ac by whole by. I will tell you this program in my class also. Right now, don't worry. Whole by 2a. I'm writing. 2a. I'm writing. Here, if you look at this partition, this partition is called what? Discriminant we can call. What is this? Discriminant. Square root of b square minus 4ac is called a discriminant. I'm going to say I'm writing here, is called discriminant. Discriminant we can call. What is the discriminant is? Which is indicated by D. Mathematically, it is called a D. You already studied in our school days. I need not to tell you today about the school days concept. You know already, if D greater than 0, what we say, if D greater than 0, then we can say, in your childhood days you have done it, then we can say roots are real and distinct. Real and what? Distinct. Distinct, I can say. Roots are what? Real and distinct, I can say. If I can say here one sentence, what I'm saying, D less than 0, then we can say roots are roots are what? Is equal to 0, I will write, man. Is equal to 0, I will write. If roots are equal to 0, then we can say, I'm writing, then we can say, what is it? Roots are real and equal, I will say. Real and equal. Then I just now said real means floating point value. Real values are nothing but floating point values. Very, very important. Okay. What is left out next? If d less than 0, we can say very, very important point, that is, this is what I'm interested in today. D less than 0, then we can say roots are imaginary. Real and imaginary. Roots are real and imaginary. Imaginary is nothing but what? Complex numbers. For representing imaginary numbers, we use a complex numbers. For representing imaginary numbers, we use what? Complex numbers. The imaginary numbers, how we used it? What is the format of imaginary number? Generally, a plus bj, or we can say a minus bj, a plus bj, or a minus bj. What is that? A is called a real part. What is the b is called imaginary part. What is the j is called square root of minus 1. In our mathematics, you might be used a plus ib, ib, or a minus ib. But in Python, that is called invalid. In Python, it is called invalid. My dear students. These are called invalid. And this is called what? Valid. This is called valid in Python. Because in C Python, our standard Python name called what? C Python. They used a letter called J. They did not use the letter called what? I. They did not use it. Are you able to understand? Mathematically, we wrote I, but in Python, we need to use a J only. A plus bj, a minus bj only, we need to use it. We cannot write I and B. Okay, so the purpose of the J is equal to, what is A? A is called, my dear students, is called what? Real part. I will explain programmatically. B is called, my dear students, B is called what? Imaginary part. Because I will explain so many operations on it, dear students. Because as a full stack data science developer, I would like to give you towards the data science. What will come in the industry? I know what is happening. So that things I want to say. And here, especially, I would like to say J is what? Square root of minus 1. I will write the symbol. J is what? Square root of minus 1. I am writing there minus 1. J is equal to what? Square root of minus 1. What is J square is equal to? You already know. Squaring on both the sides, which is equal to what? Come on, minus 1. Am I correct, students? Yes. My dear student, one student is asking, sir, J is a capital A or small j na? J is a capital A or small j na? That is also one question. Now see, students, it is a number, it is a value. Just now, yesterday only we told you, 2 and big 2, both of them are same. And one more example also I told you, 0b as well as 0b, both of them are same. 0b and then capital B. Like that, capital J and small j, try to take small j's always. Okay, right. Coming to the point of it, who is this? Ashwini. It's not minus 1. It's not minus 1. Okay. What is your mathematics background, Ashwini? My dear student. Okay. What I would explain this. See that how the things are. 1 minute. J is equal to, I will explain. My dear student, please let us, Ashwini, try to follow, Try to follow once. Is minus 1. I hope you know mathematics. Minus 1. J square is equal to, Ashwini, I'm explaining for you only, Yes, is equal to square root of, because actually I don't want to go for this, but when you're asking now, I'm getting little inconvenient of this. Is equal to, I'm writing this entire thing to the power of 2. My dear students, please be careful, Square root of, I'm saying squaring on this side, because it's my time waste. But still I have to talk about it. Minus 1. And whole to the power of 2. J square means what? Squaring on both the sides now. See, I'm explaining. If it's the board, I can write directly, because I'm using paintbrush now. That's why I'm going to this. So they are saying to me, it's not minus 1, it is 1, like that they're saying. That's why I'm getting sometimes pretty about the students. Is equal to, Ashwini, listen carefully. So square means what? Here 2 is there. Mathematics background, that is. So it is called minus 1 to the power of 1 by 2. I hope you know this. To the power of 1 by 2. To the power of 2 is already there. Squaring on all the sides is there. So 2 is here. And you know the mathematics, I think so. Which is equal to, actually, see that, minus 1 to the power of, a to the power of m to the power of n. This is called m, this is called n. That is nothing but what? 1 by 2 into 2. 1 by 2 into 2. 2 cancel, that is nothing but minus 1 is an answer. I hope you are understanding this. Now, why I'm saying is, because they are saying it is not minus 1, it is 1 they are saying. That is what I'm feeling inconvenient of it. So 1 by 2 into 2 they are saying, into 2 they are saying. Because why I'm saying is because they are teaching me. That is a joke here. Ashwini, are you getting, I'm waiting for the reply. Is it 1 or minus 1? Ashwini. I'm waiting for the reply, Ashwini. So they are saying, they are teaching me only. That is the problem. So they are saying like this. So here, because when I see that now, I'll get like, it's not minus 1, it is 1 they are saying. I hope you are getting it. So coming to the point back, when I'm saying follow, it's an international standards. You just follow, that's it. Fine. So coming to the point back, I explain the concept of that. So next I'm going for entering into this discussion. Next I'm going to enter into this discussion. So coming to this point, here I'm writing like this. Complex is one of the predefined. Now I hope you are understanding importance of complex number. Did you understand, students? Did you understand, students, what I'm talking? So confirm it. Now I will prepare the notes. I will go for explaining that. Now go to the place of Python environment once. Go to the Python environment once. Here I'm writing. Look at my dear students. A is equal to, what is the representation? 2 plus 3j. Observe it. 2 plus 3j. Print of a comma type of a. 2 plus 3j. It is what type? Complex. See, 2 is an integer, 3 is an integer. I will take it. A is equal to 3 minus 4j. 3 minus 4j. Both of them negative values. I will take it. Print of a. See that it is a negative value. Negative integers, positive integers. A is equal to 2.3 plus what? 4.5j. Yes, print that data. It is printing like that. A is equal to, I can say here, minus is equal to minus 2.3, minus 4.6j. 6j. Print of a. I got the answer like this. Now, I cannot write it. A is equal to 2 plus 3i. A plus 3i. Or I3. It is called invalid. This is called invalid. Invalid literal. Invalid literal. We cannot go like this. I is not a symbol. J, you need to take care. J, you need to take care. Right? So here I can write it. You can write even like this also. Even write like this also. Only 2j, you can write it. Print of a, you can say it is, you see, like this, you can take it. It's a complex. Real part is not there. Only imaginary part I'm getting it. Imaginary part. Now I'm going to represent the purpose of. Now I'm writing one by one. Prepare. Like, let us watch this. The purpose of. I'm asking the question here. Ashwini, did you understand, ma? Yes. When I asked the question, you left the class. Again, you came. I hope you are understanding what I'm talking. Ashwini, did you understand your mathematics lecture? Yes, you see that. So don't try to say with your knowledge directly. Don't try to dictate the people like it is -1. It is not like that because of your previous knowledge you thought like that. But it is a blunder. It is called a 1. Okay, right. So coming to the point of it, it is going to be taken as like this. Fine. So take care. When I'm explaining, please listen. Don't try to put your old knowledge in front of me because when you say this sentence, it's really horrible. I can say. Let us come back and see. And here, coming to the point back, when I'm explaining, see students, all of you, follow my concept. If you have any old knowledge, try to apply in your interviews. We will come to know what will happen. If you follow me, it's your international student and international programmer because I cannot tolerate this type of things. Okay, right. So it's called blunder. Take care of that. Now, next term, I'm coming to this. The purpose of complex data type. The purpose of complex data type is that to store imaginary data. Imaginary data. That is nothing but complex data. Complex numbers. To store the complex numbers, where we have studied that in our childhood days only, in our simultaneous equations, in our algebraic equations, we have studied that. Even in data science, you will come across that mathematical awareness. So to store such type of data called complex numbers, C programming does not have that, C++ does not have that, Java does not have, and Python only can contain the data for storing imaginary data or complex numbers. Right. The general format of complex numbers. The general format of complex number is shown below. Okay, right. What is it? A plus bj. Or you can not only necessary to use AB, you can say x plus yj. You can use it, my dear students. Or I can say this or a minus bj. What is it? Here, A is called which part? Real part. A is called a real part. And B is called what? Is called imaginary part. Imaginary part we can call. A is called a real part and B is called imaginary part. A is called real part and B is called imaginary part. And J is SQRT of -1. Okay, SQRT of -1. Very good. Now I will take it. Some example section. Right. Kumar Babu. Which data type I am discussing, ma? Which data type I am discussing here? Kumar Babu. Which data type I am discussing? Complex. Where is the STR data type? Here it is STR data type. What you are asking, ma? Sir, STR data type completed, like that you are asking. Okay, please take care. So here, what is this J is? SQRT of -1. SQRT of -1. What is it now? I want to extract this A. Separately, I want to extract. A I want to extract and B I want to extract. From the complex number, I want to break it. Complex number separate and imaginary number separate, I want to break it. So first time you are getting, I'm introducing the libraries in every moment of it. Let me take this example. I will paste it here. Let me take this example and I will paste it here. Let us watch this point here carefully, students. Here I'm going to say complex numbers here. And this is called something like this. And this is called something like this. Here I'm having. And a complex number of this data type like this. And we are using something like I here, which is an invalid symbol, here. And a string literal and a 2j. It is called valid and a print of that j. Here I'm going to say complex numbers. Yeah. Next term, what I want to say here is why Yes, ma. Anything is correct. I wrote it already. I wrote it. So I said here, I wrote it here, a plus bj, x plus yj, or x minus yj is also correct. I told already, x plus yj, and x minus yj also correct. I already said that. So listen my class carefully. A plus bj, a minus bj, a is called real part, and b is called imaginary part, and j and all. Okay, done. Okay, up to here, okay. Next, I'm going to say one small thing here. What I'm trying to tell is something like this. What I'm going to introduce here is to get, now I'm going to get it. To get what I'm saying, to get what real and imaginary parts from complex number, from complex object. To get real and imaginary parts from complex number, from complex object, we use two predefined, I'm saying that, two predefined attributes. What is it? Look at, I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. Let us take a is equal to 10 plus 40j, print of a, and the type of a. So you see, I got it 10 plus 40j, and the class is complex. 10 plus 40j, class is called complex. What is this 10? Is called a real part, and what is this 40 is called imaginary part. So in the complex object, in the complex class, we have two attributes, predefined attributes. One is called real, data attribute called real. One more is called what, IMAG. What is real? Is an attribute in complex class. I can call with respect to this a dot I can call this imaginary as a dot. Since it is available in complex, you can call with respect to object name dot. Real and IMAG are called attributes in complex class. How I can call it with respect to its object? Complex object dot, I say dot, real, I can say real. That means in complex object is what? A dot real. What is going to print here? It is going to print 10.0. Because complex numbers are going to store the data internally in the form of floating point values. Even though 10 is an integer data, when it is printed on the console, on the monitor, it will print 10.0. A.imag, which will print the data as 40.0. 40.0 it will print. 10.0 and then 40.0 it will print. Print of a dot real. I'm saying that a dot real. See that 10.0. Next, I'm saying that a.imag, I'm getting that 40.0. Internally, real part and imaginary parts are available in the form of floating point. One more time, I will write it. B is equal to 2.3 minus 4.5j. Print of b dot real. See, 2.3 is 2.3 only. Right? Come on to the point of it. Next is called what, b dot imag, which is going to print minus 4.5. You can take one more representation. 2 you can take, and plus you can take, 4.5 you can take it. And b dot real, see that 2.0, and b dot imag 4.5 is coming. Are you able to understand? Here? Fine. Coming to the point of it. Come on to the point of it. Kumar Babu, I told already here. The purpose of complex data type is to store the imaginary data. Where is the imaginary data? One example I told you. Here I told already. For a long time, I explained this concept. For a long time. In a mathematical representation of data science, in a mathematical representation of what? Artificial intelligence, we are going to come across this type of calculations, many more. Those many more complex numbers, if you want to come across, we need to learn the algorithms of what? Data science. So to fulfill those kind of programming, we are supposed to learn complex data type in Python coding. In Python coding, we need to learn it. Right? Coming to the point back, here I'm going to say, this is a plus a bj and a minus bj. What is that a and all those things? We got it. So I will bring it, this point of operations here. We getting into this level of operations. Coming to this level, another type of example, I'm going to mention it. Another type of examples, we are going to mention it. So here I'm taking a complex number. A dot real I'm getting, and the next a dot imaginary I'm getting. I will write b dot real 2.3, and b dot imag I'm getting this data minus 4.5, and next is called this one I'm getting this, and next is called imaginary imag got this. Let me mention that point. For that, to get real and imaginary parts from the complex number, complex object, we use two predefined attributes. They are first one is what? I am real, and b is called what? Second is called what? IMAG. What is the syntax? Syntax I'm writing. What is the syntax? Complex object dot real gives real part of what object? Complex object. Real part of complex object. I'm writing here complex obj dot imag. Complex object dot imag. I'm writing here complex obj dot imag. I'm writing imag gives what? Gives what is this? Imaginary part of complex object. And one more point I can say, internally, real part and complex parts, imaginary part and real parts are already taken in the form of floating point type. By default, I'm writing students, the values of real and imaginary parts, real and imaginary parts are The default values of real and imaginary parts of complex objects are treated internally as what? Floating point values. That's it. By default, the real and imaginary parts of complex objects are treated as what? Floating point values. I hope you are understanding what is the complex meaning. Did you understand, my dear students? Come on quickly. If I take just a little bit move forward, let us consider some more things here. A is equal to 2 plus 3j. B is equal to something like 5 plus 6j. Now I'm writing. Look at print of A comma type of A. Print B comma type of B. We are getting the data. I will do C is equal to A plus B. Further sessions on complexer data, we can perform all sorts of operations. Because if I go to the industry level, I know what is the importance of these complex numbers in the industry. We can do addition, we can do multiplication, we can do subtraction, we can do division, we can do modulo division, we can do exponentiation. That we need to know. After the operators are over, we will come across the operations. Operators are over. I will explain operators. You know operators, but we don't know what is bitwise operators. Nobody knows in this class. Nobody knows what is it. 360 above students are there. They don't know what is the bitwise operators, not even one person. I can say very strongly about it. I will explain like anything for you. I will enhance your skills like anything. But the only thing is you just follow me. I will just enhance you like anything. Because 90% of the students after listening our classes, they will become a job holders. It's an open secret from the last, since I'm teaching this Python from the last 8 years, and I have a proven record and brandedness for the Python, getting the jobs like anything in big companies that too. As a 24 years of a Java developer, Java programmer, and I'm simultaneously continuing Java as well as Python. And more Python batches I'm taking nowadays because I also shifted to Python from Java because I know importance of Python. And I shown you the TIOBE index in the internet. And that's why you must be perfect in the coding area. This is my ultimate advantage for all of you. So please take care and try to understand more perfectly in my class. Okay. So first, if you want, I can show you a small thing. On complex data, we can perform some extra operations also. Right. So coming to the point of it, print of C. Yes, ma. I will explain algorithms also. Data science algorithms also. I can explain ML algorithms also. Deep learning algorithms also. We can explain. But I have to go for data science course again. I have to start because we are in the Python. We started Python only. So Python programming I will teach you. Data science is different. So print of C, you say print of C and a type of C. How it is done, all of you. A value I'm calculating before pressing enter key. 2 plus 3j, my dear students. A is equal to B is equal to what? 5 plus what? 6j. And it is going to be C is equal to what? A plus B, which is going to be called as what? Real part 7 plus imaginary part plus only minus also you can have you know that mathematics. So 7 plus 9j I'm just applying here 7 plus 9j. You can apply here C is equal to A minus B. You can have it. What is it? What is this? What is that? 2 minus 3 minus, you know what is happening. What is the answer of that? You know what is the subtraction for it? 2 minus 5 minus 3j minus 6j. You know that. Fine. Coming to the C, even I cannot explain single algorithm of data science because data science itself is called one big explanation. I will explain coding in my Python class. Data science algorithms are so precious. Of course, that if I start, I have to explain one algorithm for 1 hour, 2 hours like that. There are 60 plus algorithms are there where each one is having a real-time scenarios, use cases, snapshot. That is called heapstone projects. We need to develop it. So I will explain most of the statistical programming, most of the algorithms I will explain in Python, which is related to Python. It will tell you where the data science is going to come. I'll explain that. Okay, right. So like that, coming to the next multiplication, you come C is equal to A star B. See, my dear students, I will just explain and I will move forward. Ashwini, please listen, ma. A star B. I'm going to ask you this question. A star of 5 plus 6j. 5 plus 6j. You need to multiply quickly. You need to go for it. Yes. So 2 into 5 and 2 into 6j. Okay. 10 plus 6. 12j plus again 3j. You need to multiply. 3 you need to multiply. 3 into 5. 15j plus 3j into 6j. It is called 18j square. 18j square. That is equal to 10 plus 12j plus 15j is called 27j plus what? 18 into what? Minus 1. 18 into minus 1. 18 into minus 1. It is not 1. It is minus 1. It is minus 1. 10. Okay. 10 plus 27j and then minus 18. Coming to the next is called what? Minus 8 plus 27j. This is an answer. If you take it as a 1, you will be getting totally out. There is a 28 it will become. See, where is 28, where is 8? Abdul Basit. 28 plus 27j is a blender. So it is called minus 1. J square is equal to minus 1. Abdul Basit. Wrong answer. That is what you are saying. Minus 8 plus 27j is the correct answer. So print of C. See that minus 8 plus 27j is the correct answer. Abdul Basit. Are you getting ma? Because when my student is going wrong, I cannot tolerate because I want to correct it. Abdul Basit. Are you able to understand? So on the, yes, you need to rectify by yourself, ma. You need to rectify yourself. Right. Fine, ma. Shohil. Thank you, ma. Thank you. It's my responsibility to explain everything. So on the complex numbers, we can do, with my explanation, you have to understand, you can do what? All the arithmetic operations you can do. So see students here, I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. It is going to be like this. I hope you are understanding 8 plus all those things you have done it. This is comes under which data type? Which data type? This is comes under complex numbers. I can write one point here. One point I'm mentioning on complex data. On complex data, we can perform operations like operations like what? Addition. We can perform addition, comma, subtraction, and like that, multiplication, so on, etc. When I come to the operators also, I will explain and I will show you. Right, ma? Thank you for your compliments. Still, you are going to see further. I will make you as an expert in my class. Now only you are saying, sir, wonderful, sir, you are saying. Let me enter into the programming. I will show you miracles. I will make you wonderful when you are continuously attending my class. Right on the top of it, whatever I said on the day one, I will keep it up in the last day also, provided if you support me. Support me in the sense on time coming, reading regularly, practicing regularly, right? If you follow me 3 conditions, I will make you as a bullet, as a diamond, I will make it. And you are the first candidate, you get a first interview only, you are successful. I can say, please support me in doing these 3 conditions, you do it. Let me discuss a deep and please provide you your continuous response with me, continuous response to me, so that I can make you as an expert. Yeah, good. Coming to the point of it. This is called which data type? Complex data type. Complex data type, this is called. Dear students, is my concept is clear? Today, flow to data type, and then bool data type, and then complex data type. I'm asking some small question here. What is the general format of complex numbers? What is the general format of complex numbers? General format of complex numbers. A plus bj or one more. A plus bj or one more, my dear students. A minus bj. Right. Fine. Right. Good. On. Can I perform? How do you extract the real part? How do you extract the real part from complex object? Which attribute you will use? A dot real. Very good. Super. Complex object dot real. Ramkumar. Very good, ma. Complex object dot real. How do you get the imaginary number? Complex object dot imag. Very good. IMAG and real are called 2 predefined attributes because these are important. By default, real and imaginary parts are taken as which type? Float type. Very good. Come on to my dear students. Somebody is asking true plus 4j. 2 plus 4j they are asking. Yes, by quickly I press this thing. Print a comma type of a. See that what is taken? 1 plus 2j. Did you understand this? Some student asked me. C student. 2 plus 2j. What is the value of true, my dear student? True. What is the value of my dear student? True. So done. No problem. A is equal to 0b 10 minus 5j. All right. Print of a. Is it printing 10 minus 5j? Are you following, my dear student? Next you see. Now I'm writing here 0b 1111 like this. 1111 like this. 0b I'm writing. See that it is going to be not allowed here. That is nothing but only for this real part only allowing this. It is not going to allow this. So invalid binary literal, it is saying 0b, this is not going to be possible. Take care of that, take care of this, it is only possible like this. A is equal to, once again I'm saying, A is equal to, I'm writing here 0x A dot 0x F, I'm saying that. See that it is going to give you an error. It is saying AX dot, I'm saying that plus, okay, 1 minute ma. I say my plus, I'm saying that F, J, I'm saying that. See, it is going to be, for real part is concerned, for imaginary part is concerned, you cannot go for representing numbers. But how we can represent? See students, I say 5J, yes, it is going to be 3J, print that A value. A is called what? 10. I hope you are understanding. So you can take this as FAQs, these are very important, my dear students. FAQs, these are very, very important. Because such a deep knowledge you must have in the Python program. See that we have that. And you are trying to write this, which is not possible to mention like this. So I will write that point also. Here also it is not possible to write it. So I'm writing here minus 0.f. Okay, I will take out this. Next one I will take it. This is also not possible to write it. Fine. This is the one which we have and printed the data here and got it. This is the information we got it. So see, for real part, now I'm writing here, this point also I will represent in the complex number representation, in the complex data representation, for real part, we can use any number system value. Did you understand, student? For real part, for representing which data? Complex data representation. For real part, we can use any number system value. But for imaginary part, we must use only decimal number system data, decimal number system values only. But not other number system values. Not binary like this, because already you have seen that. Already you have seen this error. See 0 syntax. It is called set. Here it is allowed. 3J allowed. Here you are using 0b, etc. Invalid. You are using it. So this is also, because these are FAQs are very, very important. So that's why maximum subject we need to get it into the data types, because data type is the heart for learning any Python programming. So dear students, is this concept clear? How many values we are representing? Please go to the data types once, my dear students, all of you. Go to the data types, all of you. Once go. How many data types we have? How many data types we have? Here I'm having 14 data types are there. Fundamental data types we have discussed it. Let us look at the fundamental data types once. With the fundamental data types, look at my dear students, what we have discussed already in the class. Fundamental data types are used for storing which value? Single value. Fundamental category 4 data, int with a single value, float a single value, bool single value, complex a single value. Right? Are you getting full clarity on fundamental category? Did you get the full clarity on fundamental category? Yes, very good. So with your continuous support, with your continuous reading, I will make you wonderful. On time joining, on time getting into this, you are going to get the perfection in the subject. If you join late, I can't do anything more. Please understand my emotions. Next tomorrow, I will introduce which data type, which category data type. Which data type I will go for it. Next tomorrow, which data type? Sequence category data types I will discuss tomorrow. Very, 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 very important. If you join after 9:20, 9:15 like that, you will lose the concept of it. Because I will discuss so many things about STR. It is the very biggest information, biggest concept. If you miss, again, if you say explain, sir, it is difficult for me to run the class. So before me, you come to the concept of it. Okay, students? Right. So tomorrow class, I'll go for this floating sequence category data types. Right. And one more thing is, I put some video links for you. 10 video links I kept it. Please listen. In that downloading process of Python is also there. Downloading process of Python was also there. Try to listen and try to take care. Right. Thank you. Good day. All the best.